Happy Sunday, everybody. This is Michelle with Half the National Average, and I'm coming to you today on May 31st with number 71. So, habit hack number 71. The title of today's habit hack is Rocking to Walking. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about how babies learn how to walk. So, I don't have any babies, but I have nephews and a niece, and I watched somewhat them, and I've seen little kids, learn how to walk. And it's funny because when they come out, they can't even hold their own damn head up, right? Like, that's how weak they are. And within a year, right, they're pretty much walking. And so half the national average, right? My goal is for you to take 15 minutes a day and practice deliberately something that you wanted to do forever, or either there's some pretty cool things out there, people learning or just creating space for themselves to practice something, or to stay in touch with close friends, or to write letters, right? Greg Potter out there is taking time to write letters. So just really taking the time to spend a year of deliberate practice, 15 minutes a day. Now, I was thinking babies, first what they do is, first they have to get enough muscles in their neck to like hold their necks up or their heads up. But then oftentimes, babies, new mothers will like let everybody know when their baby rolled over, right? Oh my gosh, the baby rolled over. And then after that, the baby will like do those little baby push-ups, and they're just like pushing themselves up, and they're like doing like cobra in yoga. And then after they do like a lot of cobra, then they'll start doing where they're on their knees, and they'll start rocking, and they rock and they rock and they rock and they rock, and they're getting all those muscles strong. And then after that, after they do the rocking, then they start like using their hands to like climb up stuff, right? They're on the floor and they're using the couch, and then pretty soon they're holding on to the edge of the table, and then they're like stomping their Eddie Munster feet, plunk, 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 right? And then, lo and behold, they're walking around the table. And then they're letting go and they're walking. Now, if you would have told that baby and they had the consciousness to understand, like, hey, man, you got to walk, but it's going to take you probably about a year of unrelated, weird, dumb practice. Like, you're going to have to do rocks. You're going to have to do like little tiny fake baby push-ups. You're going to have to roll, learn how to roll. If you told the baby that, how many babies, if they had adult consciousness, would say, nah, never mind, that's too long, right? Thank goodness they don't, because every step of the way they celebrate. Like when they roll over, they get so excited. When they're doing their baby push-ups, they're so excited. When they are rocking, they're laughing and getting so excited. So every step of the dumb things that they have to do to prepare to walk, they're excited to do it, because each one is a celebration. Every time they can make another like level up of their kind of dumb baby goals. I call them dumb because, it's, if you really think about it, they have really nothing to do with walking in a lot of ways, right? It's just muscular building up, so, but it is important, because a lot of times for your habit that you're probably trying to practice, sometimes you're practicing things that are completely unrelated, and you don't know what you're going to need for the end result of your habit. So I was thinking today, actually I was walking Tala, and and she's absolutely great if there's no fireworks or guns or helicopters or loud banging noises. And that's very difficult in LA to get a space of time that is outside of 4 a.m. that doesn't have something like that going on. So she was getting a little panty and a little frantic on our little walk. And so I'm coming around, and she knows the halfway point. Like, she is pretty good, but as soon as she knows it's like halfway and she's going back home, she's like starts polling to get home. Her goal is to get home, get inside and be safe. so she was kind of panting, and this little old lady was walking, and we were on a bridge, so I stopped to Tala. She's really good. I sat, told her to stay, and she was sitting there panting. And because she's so frantic and panting, she's yawning because, you know, how when you've used all your glucose and you're gasping for air, trying to infuse your muscles with oxygen, it made me want to yawn. It's getting late. Ugh, sorry about that. Sorry if I made you yawn probably right now. So anyway, she's yawning, and this little lady in my neighborhood, of course, she's like, oh, estoy cansado. And I was like, oh, sí, which really she wasn't, but she was just scared and yawning. But in that like super easy, quick moment, I was so excited as I walked away because it was the first time that somebody made like a random comment to me and I completely understood it. It wasn't like I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to like, oh, wait, what is she saying? And it's because in all of my Rosetta Stone and my Duolingo, you know, I'm learning about Tienes. I'm learning about Roja. I'm learning about Cansado, you know, and I'm learning all of these words, and it's kind of like the baby push-ups, right? You're like, when am I going to use this word? When am I going to use that word? When am I going to use, how am I going to use this? When is that going to ever come up? Or, you know, and it did. And it did come up, and I did understand. And that was a really, really cool moment for me. So, and I celebrated it. And so today is another celebration for me because I wanted to do a video every day, no matter what, in May. And here we are on the last day of May, and I'm doing, you know, tattered with a headache all day, but I'm doing it, and this is another celebration. So I just want to remind you guys out there that sometimes when you're doing your habits every single day, you're touching it, and you are maybe getting a little discouraged because maybe it seems kind of unrelated, or it seems very not productive, or not like you're gonna ever walk or do whatever. Think about those babies out there. Think about them and how just every single day they do something. They roll over, they do their baby push-ups, they rock, they bounce. None of it is walking. And then lo and behold, one day it's so exciting for them, and it's so exciting for you out there, moms and dads, that you're videotaping it. And it looks like an Eddie Munster or Frankenstein walk. It isn't a pretty walk, but they do it and you're excited. I mean, I actually have a picture of my first steps. I'm one of those rare people, super rare, right? Because I'm surprised my parents even had a camera. But I have a picture of my first steps, and you would have thought I was winning gold at the Olympics, like the look on my face. And so I want to just remind you, if you are going to stick with something, have the good sense to celebrate all the little linked together deliberate practice, because it's just a culmination of small wins that get you to the end. And when you get to the end, you're going to be surprised, because the end is going to be just the beginning. The end will be the end to where you will need to make another huge amount of goals, especially if you stick with whatever it is. Sometimes you might get to that end and you're like, you know what, I'm cool, I got what I wanted, and now I'm going to do something else. But what you're practicing is you're practicing how to practice. And that's going to be huge, because that could change the rest of your life. All right, that's my habit hack for today. I am giving away 2 things because I was kind of so excited. I didn't give anything yesterday and I wasn't prepared. So today I'm giving away these boots, and these, again, my friend Joyce, but they're really cute, size 8. Super cute wedge leather Nine West boots. And I'm giving away this suitcase. It's a little cute rolly suitcase. It's been some places, but it's still in really good condition. So if you want any one of those, DM, call me, Insta message me, do whatever. It is yours, as long, I guess I should take my sticker off that says Michelle Caputo. Oh my gosh. I don't know. That says That can't be that late. Anyway, whatever. I got sidetracked. That could be yours as long as you pick a 15-minute habit that you want to practice for a year and come along on this journey. All right, you guys have a great night.